All right, y'all. So, listen, it's been a while since I've done a video. Been super quiet because that's what God has had me to do. I've been in major transition in my life. Just spiritually, internally, just major transition, and so as I'm traveling this morning in my vehicle, and it just hits me as I'm meditating, and God said, I don't know what your turbulence is, but whatever it is, there is healing in the land of the living. He really wants us to understand that there is healing in the land of the living. As long as you are living, that whatever the turbulence is, whatever it is, whatever the hindrance is, whatever the hurt is, whatever it is that has been causing the wrestling in your spirit, the warfare between the flesh and the spirit, there is always healing. There's always opportunity for healing. There's always grace. There's always mercy as long as you are living. And oftentimes mostly all of the time, I'm going to just go ahead and say all of the time, we surrender ourselves to the turbulence. Look at that, I just hit a bump. Look like turbulence. We surrender ourselves to the turbulence because we become accustomed to it. And it's comfortable even though we don't like it. And so in scripture, in Genesis, where Lot's wife got turned into the pillar of salt because she looked back. You know, it's because when we're in transition and God is moving us to the new level, to the next level, to the next place, and we've been praying for it, we've been asking for it. We want deliverance from whatever the turbulence is, but we become so accustomed to the turbulence that we don't even know what it feels like to not be in turbulence. So we want to stay in it, even though we ask for deliverance from it. And it's the strangest thing, because it creates the warfare, it creates the wrestling, and there's no peace in wrestling. There's no peace. There's always conflict. There's always struggle. There's always opposition in a wrestle. So if you're not prepared for the transition, guess what? It's going to take place whether you're prepared or not. Change is inevitable. It happens. Change is always good. The obstacle is when we cannot see the end result and we become fearful, and then we lock ourselves up. We put ourselves in bondage because we prefer to know, and because we know turbulence, we stay in it. So God just, he just really wanted me to share that there's always opportunity. Always an opportunity for you to be freed from that. So it's, the door is always open. God is not waiting on us with a paddle in his hand so that he can beat us up. He is a just God. He's a loving God. A lot of us don't want to admit our faults and our wrongdoings, and a lot of us don't want to be honest and real, because we are ashamed. We are ashamed of the mistakes that we've made. We are ashamed of the things that we've done because oftentimes we know better. And so then we let shame, step in, and then we have this image in our head because of things we've been taught, or just because of, us looking at God in man's image and the way that people treat us when we make mistakes, that we expect for God, when we return to him, for him to beat us up, but that's not what he does. He does not beat us up. He corrects us, but he corrects us in a loving way. He's always waiting on us to return to him with open arms. Always with open arms. He is a loving God. He loves us. He created us. He sees us in perfection. So, we just need to see it. We need to accept it. We need to believe it. We need to receive it. I'm on another level. I'm trying to tell you, there has been an awakening in my soul, in my spirit, and my flesh has no choice but to surrender. And so that I'm not going to be saying a whole lot, because I'm not released to say a whole lot. It comes a point where actions just speak louder than words, and whatever God tells me to share, when he tells me to share it, I'll share it. If he doesn't say share it, I won't share it. But I did want to share that, because it's something that someone needs to hear. Always remember that he formed us, he shaped us. He knows us. He knew us before we even before our parents even knew us. He knows us. He knows before we even make a decision, before we even do it. He already knows us. So just open up your ears, be sensitive to his voice, and be willing to receive the love that he has. Stop rejecting it. Just because people have rejected you, just because it doesn't look like the love that in the flesh, in the natural sense that you have seen, that you have received, it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to feel the same, because if it felt the same, then that means that it's not God, because God is beyond our comprehension. If he's beyond our comprehension, that means we've never seen it before. We've never experienced it before. And every time we experience God on one level, guess what? He's going to take us to another level, because we will never, ever fully experience the fullness of God until we are in his presence. And that's not here. We're in his presence because he's with us in spirit, but we will never receive the fullness of him until we are in his presence completely. And that means that we are always walking this walk. We are always striving towards perfection. We are perfect in his eyes, but we will make mistakes. And I'm going to stop there. I hope that you are as blessed by this as I am. Once again, as always, every word that I'm sharing is my word. I receive it. It's given to me. And I just share it because I know that if it's for me, then that means it's for someone else, because I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that falls down. I'm not the only one that gets back up. I'm not the only one that loves God. But then I do the opposite of what he tells me to do at times. It's in the word. His disciples did the opposite of what he told them to do. His disciples that walked right with him, they had the opportunity to see him in flesh, and we're so far removed from him in flesh that we just have to go off of what we believe. We have to go solely off of faith. So if I have to go solely off of faith, and they were able to walk with him, and they still did the opposite, even though their heart was completely with him, then who am I? What makes me any different? Am I Superwoman, Wonder Woman? I'm not. I'm I want to be, but I'm not. I'm so not. So, there's liberty and freedom in understanding that I am not her. She is not I, but I am everything that he says that I am. And I don't even know all that he has to say about me, but I guess I will learn each and every day. So anyway, you guys be blessed. I'm really in this natural state right now, you guys, but anyhow, I am beautiful in my own right. I love you guys. Have a blessed Sunday.